Alright, so I decided to make the end of the year state of the culture about why the shows are not doing what they used to do. So I literally reached out to most of the racers, a lot of promoters, a lot of followers, fans, supporters, and I wrote down every single thing that every one of them had to say about why the shows are not doing what they used to do. So I'm gonna just read some of the things that people had to say about why. First of all, y'all know I literally went to so many shows. One year, and I think it must have been like maybe 2022, I spent about, ironically, it might have been 2021 or 2022. I spent literally $22,000 going around the world to go to shows. So let me not say the world. I went around the country to go to shows. That was really a time to be in the big realm culture. I loved it. I still love it. Just not as much as I used to love our urban car culture. It's rough because I am one of the people that like literally sees people in this car culture as brothers and sisters. You know, I've come to become very close with a lot of them. They call me for advice. They call me and ask me for my opinion on stuff. And I'll just get right into it. Let me go ahead and start reading. So first, y'all tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Tag your favorite racer, your favorite car culture influencer. Tag your favorite person that follows the sport, your favorite promoter, just people that are in, the car world in general. Because I've not only just asked the racers, the only two racers that I did not talk to about their opinion were Fly and Bruce. Those were literally the only two that I did not talk to, and it's just because I didn't get enough time to reach out to them. I was just doing so much. I was just busy. So literally the only two people that I did not talk to were Fly and Bruce, and they have every right to come on and state what they think if they want to give their opinion. Now, what I did tell all the racers, promoters, people that gave me their opinion on why the shows aren't doing what they were doing, I told them I wouldn't say their names. However, a lot of them told me to say their names and say what they thought, right? So, in the interest of the ones who did not want me to say their names, I'm not going to say any of the names, but I will read what they said verbatim on why they feel like the shows are not doing what they're doing. Then I'll give my opinion. Also, what's different about this state of the culture is I usually don't let anybody come on to say what they're going to say. But whoever wants to tap in, whether it's a promoter, whether it's a racer, whether it's a fan, follower, supporter, whatever you consider yourself, if you have an opinion on why the shows are not doing what they used to do, you are able to tap in, send a request, and state your opinion, because that's what's different about the year-end state of the culture this year. It's not just going to be me talking. Everybody has the opportunity to tap in. I usually don't let people tap in and say why they think whatever I'm saying is relevant or not relevant. So this time I made the topic, why aren't the shows doing what they used to do? Okay, so let me read what a lot of these people said. Okay, so I'll just go down the list. And y'all won't know who said what, but I'm going to go down the list because I literally talked to all the people. So one person said, everyone is hating and pocket watching. It's like crabs in a barrel. Everyone wants to know what somebody's making and why they're making what they're making, which has nothing to do with the show in general. Another person said, people that will never go to shows having an impact and racers bashing each other's shows. Somebody else said, bad apples and online BS. Someone else said, negativity online. They need to just get TF off the internet and STF. I thought that was funny because I can agree with that. Another person said, it's too many shows. The shows are stacked on top of each other. There's no organization and people don't feel like they have to promote shows. Two people said this, and I thought that this was kind of along the lines of probably my opinion on it, and this is and along the lines of what I'm going to say. One person said there's no money flowing. Another person said the economy and all the online arguing. This was a good one, and I'm not going to say who said it, but I thought that this one was amazing. This person said division and too many people without the best interest of the culture having an opinion. People without a vested interest in the culture are allowed to have opinions. And if they don't have a vested interest in the culture, why are we listening to their opinions? I thought that was very profound, and that's along the lines of what I think as well. I had a long talk with one of the guys, a really, really, really long talk. And this particular person said, oh, wait a minute, I wasn't finished. Someone said it's just a lot of bad apples in the culture. We let it get way too out of control, and now we are suffering the consequences. I think that's true as well. I had a very long talk with like maybe two of the guys, right? And two of them really had a lot to say along the lines of the bad apples, right? And I can totally agree. Here's the thing, and I say this quite often when it comes to this car culture, and I'm no exception, right? When I came in this car culture, I came back in 2017 when I broke up with my ex. So when I came back in 2017, I just was going to the shows, going to races, just to get back into it, right? And so when I was going, first, it takes 305 Mr. Wilson to tell y'all, now that we have become friends, P said they used to think I was the police coming to the track. Because you know what? I wouldn't say one word to anybody. I would come and watch the races. I would come do what I did and just not have an opinion. Okay, so over the course of the time, me going to the track and going to the races, then people started to know who I was, recognize me, and then fans, I don't really call y'all fans. I don't really call y'all followers. I call y'all supporters. So supporters started to ask me questions like I was with people shooting in the gym. I wasn't with Bruce shooting in the gym. I didn't grow up with Easy. I didn't grow up with those guys. I watched them just like everybody else. It was really good when it was private street racing, but I was from the street racing era as well, because I grew up in Jacksonville and I would go places and see street races. But in Jacksonville, we have a street now, still to this day, that they race on that street. The police never come back there. The only time the police come back there is if somebody gets hurt. That's that same street Macho got hurt on. So we always can race on that street. People go back there and race on that street. If you go on that street any given weekend, that street is packed to the rim, right? And that's our race street. They never bother us. So, what I will say is, I love the track racing. Oh, okay. So, yeah. I love the track racing. I do. Right? The problem is, I want to stay on what one of the guys said, or a couple of the guys said, right? People without vested interest, no matter what the vested interest is, if you're not a racer, a promoter, somebody who has the best interest of the culture, then why are people valuing your opinion? And I say this all the time. I'm not even an exception. If when I came in this, I didn't have the best interest of these guys and ladies in mind, then they shouldn't follow me. Here's the thing. I say this quite often. I don't know Cardi B personally, right? But I'll say this. When have you ever seen Gabrielle Union or Cardi B or The Rock or Idris Elba? Who's one of your favorite actors or one of your favorite just one of your favorite celebrities, right? I can't agree with that. I'm not going to agree with that, Andrew. And you have every right to come on here because, like I said, this is what's different about the state of the culture this time. I'm going to allow people to come in and state their opinion. Now, what I will say is, what I would ask is, if you come on and you want to state your opinion, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. We're not going to scream. We're not going to yell. We're not going to raise our voices. We are grown adults. You can state your opinion. I can state my opinion, and we can leave it at that. I don't have you blocked. You're not blocked because I wouldn't be able to see you. You blocked from going live. I get it. But if people don't have the best interest of whatever it is, I don't think that's even me. I'll say this. If I didn't have the best interest of the culture, I wouldn't even expect these guys and ladies to follow me. I've now been doing Rise and Vibes for 5 years. And if I didn't have the best interest of this urban car culture if the best interest wasn't my goal, I don't even think they should follow me. I think the issue is, and I say this to them all the time, and they'll tell you I say this if any of them get on here. Some people see these people as celebrities, right? You can call it what you want. You may not see them as a celebrity, but some people see these people as celebrities. These guys and ladies that race, these guys and ladies that are in the urban car culture, some people see these people as celebrities. When was the last time you seen your favorite celebrity follow somebody, let alone get on their live and let them talk to them? They don't, because they just don't. A lot of times, and I've told these guys this as well, social media training is very, very necessary. It's very, very necessary. That's absolutely true. I will definitely agree with that, Drew. So many people have opinions about something they've never done. It'll be like me telling these guys how to build a LS motor. I ain't never built no damn LS motor. How I'm gonna tell you how to build a LS motor? Why am I gonna tell you why you should do this to your car? Listen. One thing all these guys will tell y'all, I've never tried to tell them what to do with their cars. Because I know if they blow their motor, I have not invested one dime in their motors. I haven't. You think it's a cult, not a culture at this point. I won't agree with that because I still see very positive sometimes in the culture. Just like what just happened with John Boy. Them unfortunately losing their daughter. A lot of people in this culture pulled together. So I see a lot of positive, probably a lot of positive that a lot of people don't see. And I'm always trying to push the culture forward in a positive manner. Now, am I going to say it has been times when these guys get on here and argue and go back and forth? And they'll tell y'all, I call them on the phone and I cuss. It take Larry to tell y'all. One time I cussed Larry out so bad because he was online not being a businessman. He was like, I didn't even know that was you on the phone, KP. You was cussing so much. And that's because I really want to see these people do well in life. Unlike a lot of people, hey Shaq, it went from racing to WWF. I would say it definitely went from racing. I don't know about WWF. You'd have to expound on that, but I would say it went a lot of the times more talking than racing. Opinions is only allowed if you're throwing a show. Okay, so first of all, everybody has an opinion. You know what they say, opinions are just like you know what. But here's the thing. T.I. has a line in his song. It said, get a Benz and I'll value your opinion in. I'm not saying you have to have a Benz for me to value your opinion, but you have to have a vested interest for me to value your opinion. And I don't even own a race car. I don't even own a car. And the reason I say I don't own a car because I don't have any oil pressure. My car is right now at this very moment not running. So I frequently say I don't have a car. It's absolutely more talking than racing. But here's the thing. I don't even know if and this is just my opinion. Remember, if anybody wants to send a request and get on and talk about it, they are more than welcome. That's the difference in the end of the year state of the culture this year versus any of the other state of the cultures. If you want to send a request and get on, you're more than welcome to get on. We can have a dialogue about it. That's true. I don't get involved in that. The other thing I don't get involved in is when people are going back and forth. I'm gonna tell y'all something I see people do all the time. People that don't even really know. Okay, stop going to the track because of late times of racing. You know what somebody said too? A lot of fans feel like they don't even have to go to the track anymore because people live all day long. If you can see it live for free, a lot of people don't feel like they have to go to the track. I'll say this too. I had to learn this from having my show, right? When was the last... You don't really see celebrities go back and forth with people online in comments. They do. Some of them do. They will. You know what I'm saying? Some fans or some celebrities or whatever, they will go back and forth with people. That's an opinion about live. I'll say this too. Everybody doesn't I go to races on my vacation. That's what I was getting to. We got to understand, nobody wants to agree. That's not funny, Kat. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. I mean, I guess it is. That's probably what people say about us. And I hate that people paint that narrative about us. I really, really hate that. Because there are really some real life businessmen and women over here in the urban car culture. You can look at football. Listen, two totally different things. You're welcome to send a request and get on, but these are two totally different things. You can't even... They do it all the time on Twitter. Those are two totally different things. I can't agree with you on that because these and another thing, to go back to the pocket watching. The tracks even pocket watching these guys and ladies now. The tracks where, just to throw a number out there, and I don't know this to be the exact number, but let's just say I had a track, and before I was charging Cat $10,000 to get the whole track for the day, and he paid me my $10,000, and he make everything. That's not the case anymore. People got online talking about, and I'm always going to keep it politically correct and fair, because this is the thing. I literally want to see everybody eat. And and this is no secret. I told a lot of these guys, and this is just my opinion, and whoever can feel however they want to, this is my phone, and I pay the bill. I feel like if we, not only just them, if a lot of us had stuck together and had a whole lot less BS online, them guys probably could have had the backing to buy Palm Beach track, even though it was $20 million. They probably may not see it that way, but that's how I see it, because I know the power of financial backing. That's true. The people who gonna watch it on live more than likely wasn't gonna never pull up anyway. Cause it's never the same for me to watch it on live and be in the stands. And y'all know I didn't even go to that many races this year. That's absolutely true. But the difference is, we will get. It's like the couple that's always arguing and they put their shit on social media. It's couples that argue like a mug, but you won't never see them put their stuff on social media. Why is it okay for us to get on social media and go back and forth? I'm never gonna go. First of all, I ain't met a man, woman, cat, dog, or kangaroo that's gonna make me sit up and yell at a phone. That ain't not me, but I do understand sometimes people can get in their feelings. For me, I traveled too far to get hyped up over a race, and it don't happen. Kind of like going to a concert and the main attraction never shows. Now, you know what? I can understand what you're saying. That's true, but it's been made totally acceptable for, and like I said, I even say I don't have a car. We all know I'm building a car, but I'm not gonna race my car. I can't tell a person who raced and pay, maybe it's went up, but if one of the racers are on here, correct me if I'm wrong, but y'all spark plugs cost what, $8 per spark plug? And how many spark plugs you got to put in your car? I ain't bought not one damn spark plug. Now, if we gon' in the grand scheme of things, my money probably has bought spark plugs, but if I went to a show, I can't, and I paid to get in, I can't worry about where my money went. That's true. Like I said, I never usually let anybody get on the state of the culture. And the state of the culture is just my opinion and my opinion on it. However, this state of the culture, I literally reached out to every one of the racers. Again, the only two racers that I did not talk to is Bruce and Fly. So all those things that I just read from all these papers that I have are from actual racers, promoters. These are people who have spent their money, right? These people got cars. These people have booked tracks. These people have... So, I could see why you guys were at that point saying y'all didn't want people to go live at the show. And let me say this, I'm not judging what anybody does, because it's not my circus or my monkeys. I don't throw shows, nor am I a racer, right? But in the interest of the people who are throwing the shows, what I started to do was I record the races and then I post the races later on in the night. You get what I'm saying? Because most of the time I may not have service at the track anyway, so I record the races. I think so many things played a part in it. A couple of the guys said, of course, it's the economy. We're out of the PPP era. People don't have the money that they had, and some people, we can't insult everybody, right? The economy is effed up. I bought bananas the other day, right? Because I like bananas. Like I like fruit. I eat a lot of fruit. What I paid for bananas the other day versus what I paid for bananas a year ago was nowhere near the same, right? So, I'm not in the position of a lot of people. I don't have small children, a family to take care of. I live in my home alone, right? So my light bill is not going to be what a person who has a whole bunch of people living in their house is going to be. The economy is not the economy is effed up. Inflation. Some people literally, thank God and knock on wood, I'm not in that position, but some people literally have to make the decision on being able to do extracurriculars or things that they want to do, and buying grocery and buying their kids things. And that's always going to win. As a parent, you're going to have to get your kids school clothes. You're going to have to buy grocery. You're going to have to give your kids lunch money. You're going to have to be a responsible adult and pay your bills. And it's not like it was. Like I said, I used to go around and go to a lot of races. The reason I am not able to go to a lot of races now is because I run my brother's restaurant. But do I even still want to go? I have lost so much passion for this car culture. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. And the other thing is, and I say this to people all the time, and please guys, don't take this offensively, right? I'm gonna try to say this in the most respectful way as possible. Most of these guys and some ladies, right, were the man in their city and known for doing illegal things, right? So now they've gotten older, they are moving over to legal things, but they still have, it's like, if anybody watches Power, right? Or used to watch the first Power when Ghost was on there. When Ghost was Ghost, it was what it was. But when he moved over, he was always James St. Patrick. But when he moved over trying to do the right thing and being James St. Patrick, Ghost was still in there. He was still like, don't play with me. So it's hard for a lot of those guys to be able to let that go. You know what I'm saying? They're used to always being Chiefs. They were never Indians, right? Some of them, now I'm not going to say all of them were used to doing illegal stuff. I would never put everybody in that category. But a lot of them were the man. Like, they were the man. They were always a chief. They never had to be an Indian. And now it's like trying to put them in a box, and it's rough for them. They are. I talked to a homeboy of mine today. He's a truck driver. He drives box trucks. And he said he works for himself, and sometimes when the people at like the warehouses or something that he goes to tell him something, it's like they're trying to be his boss, and that's rough for him because of course he came from the streets. We definitely need more celebrating than hating, but the problem is everybody wants to be chiefs. Everybody wants to be chief. Nobody wants to be Indians. And people got to understand, you might not even want to go through what the chief go through. You might not even want. I know I have definitely been around chiefs all my life. And sometimes I'm like, I don't even want to go through what the fuck you go through. I don't want that. I'll be an Indian. Long as I can make my bread, go home and sleep at night, I don't even want that. Again, if let me type that. If anybody wants to tap in and send a request, please feel free to do so. Like I said, I usually don't let anybody talk for the state of the culture but me. But I will be happy to let people send a request and get on and state their opinion. But I know it's a lot. I really hate the fact that these shows aren't doing what they used to do. Another thing. Y'all know No Guts, No Glory, right? I was talking to somebody the other day, and I got to go look at the footage to like confirm this. But somebody was saying No Guts, No Glory wasn't even packed to the rim like it used to be. And y'all know I used to go to No Guts, No Glory every year because I lived in Jacksonville. So why wasn't No Guts, No Glory packed like it usually is? If you don't think that this economy is tanking, look at if you went to No Guts, No Glory and you want to send a request and come on and talk about it, if you can confirm that, was No Guts, No Glory not packed like how it normally is? Because I didn't see any footage really, and I didn't, of course I didn't go. But when people tell me No Guts, No Glory wasn't even packed like it normally is, what WTF? The economy is definitely jacked up, and everybody is acting like it's not. People have to really make a decision whether people can't even really eat out like they used to. The people that I know an old head, right? And old head is like he having it. He got it. He told me, I'm not even really spending money like I was. And it's not that I don't have it. I just need to make sure that I hold on to what I got. So when people making that, like even to use myself for an example, people be like, when your car gonna be ready? Man, listen, I got real life bills. Some of y'all got right, people bonuses getting cut off. If they are getting, I know a guy, he usually get a $10,000 bonus. I think he said this year his bonus was $3,000. So imagine getting a $10,000 bonus every year, and this year you're getting a $3,000 bonus. That's rough. Then building these cars ain't cheap. The price of the parts going up every single day. I used to be able to buy a parts car for $1,500 or less. Y'all know I sell G-Body parts. I used to be able to buy a parts car for $1,500 or less. Listen to what I'm saying. $1,500 or less. I will never be able to get a parts car for $1,500 or less now. Not one in good condition with parts that I can sell and actually make my money. So that's why I've moved over more to selling newer parts or selling car jewelry or something that I know that I'm going to be able to make a profit on. And the and the cost of the metal is going up for the car jewelry. So then that means the car jewelry got to go up. See, like, nobody is thinking about this. To put it in perspective, I run my brother's restaurant. The restaurant opened August 5th last year, right? Seafood has went up 7 to 10 times. Seafood is already expensive. Chicken has went up. Cases of chicken have went up. Everything has went up. So then when it becomes an issue where fans already have to decide whether they're going to go to a race, then they're feeling like they're not seeing what they went to see. Now, let me say this. Some races are still always packed. Let's talk about them. Let's lay them out. Y'all know which ones they are. Let's talk about them. You blame it on the bad. You can send a request and come on and talk if you want. Y'all know the first one, because that's the first one of the year. CEO Larry. That's not the first race of the year, but CEO Larry, CEO, you blame the seafood and the price of flats. All flats, we charge extra for all flats because we already have to struggle and buy this case of chicken. CEO Larry, I ain't never been to one of CEO Larry's shows and it wasn't packed. Now, I'm not saying CEO Larry better than any other promoter or better than any other racer, but I ain't never been to one of his races and it wasn't packed. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. So, we got CEO Larry, right? Who's the next one? Two of them in the same area. Hood to Hood. Hood to Hood, always packed. Always. And that's in Texas, right? What's the next one? Y'all know it. Y'all know. Playboy. I ain't never even been to one of Playboy shows, but them motherfuckers be packed to the rim. You say his people support him? So what's the difference in his people supporting him? So you saying the other racers or the other promoters, they people don't support them? Because I done been to some races and they was not packed. Is Fast and Flashy always packed to the rim? Was it packed to the rim last year? I didn't go. The last one I know for a fact is always packed. Look, Whip Fest. That's in Texas too. So, Hood to Hood and Whip Fest, always packed. So what does that mean? Texas people support them? Or, I'm going to tell you what always used to be packed. That last year he had some difficulty. I hope he don't have no difficulty this year. But Stunt Fest ain't never been a year that Stunt Fest wasn't packed. And Stunt Fest ain't even known for just racing. Stunt Fest is what? A festival. He gonna have we talking about in this past year. We talking about in this year. This year here. They didn't have the Dunk Super Bowl this year, so we can't really talk about that. And if we going on used to be, this like what the boy named Drewski could have been records. Hell, all the shows used to be packed. Let me tell you what show. My first experience of a packed to the rim show was DNL versus the World. DNL versus the World. I think I still got footage somewhere. I'm gonna try to find that footage and post it. DNL versus the World, when they had it in Palm Beach, that shit, listen. You think they reached the people? And that's the thing. Because one of the racers said that it's not enough promotion. People don't promote enough. Let me tell you something else. Oh, wait a minute. How could I forget this one? How could I forget this one? I go to this one every year. LGI Fest. LGI Fest, Mr. Let's Get It been having LGI Fest. I think he told me 12 years. I ain't never seen a year that LGI Fest went packed to the rim. Never. He definitely been in the game for a long time. LGI Fest, I went to LGI Fest this year and it was packed to the rim. LGI Fest, listen, LGI Fest and CEO Larry's show be on the same type of time. At 9 o'clock at night, people still coming in LGI Fest. At 9 o'clock at night, people still coming in CEO Larry's show. Now, that's not a slight to anybody else who has a show, but what's the difference in their shows and everybody else's shows? Mr. Let's Get It, when if his show was September 21st, on September 27, he already promoting for the next year. And that could be. Some hosts may practice bad business. They could. I don't know anybody that I can. I do, but not none of the guys that I talk to about the races. So I can't really. I know. Let me say this. I don't know firsthand because I've never done business with this particular person to say that they do bad business. But the rumors around the car world is this particular person does bad business. You know what I'm saying? And there's a few of them that the rumors are that they do bad business. But here's the thing. For me, if the rumor is you do bad business, I am not fucking with you. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. If the rumor is you do bad business, I can't fuck with you. I'm just be honest. So once I get the rumor that you do bad business, we will never do business. Ever in life. Because if the rumor was you do bad business, I've already been warned. You get what I'm saying? I've already been warned that you do bad business. So if I choose to trust the fact that you do bad business, that I've been told that you do bad business, and I choose to trust it, I kind of get what I get. So I can't even say anything. At the end of the day, I wish, I hope, and I pray that it's able to get better, because here's the thing. I'm not really a car show person. Y'all know I only go to car shows because I have to support, because I don't have to do anything. I can do what I want to do, but I choose to support the people who throw car shows. Exactly. How many people got to repeat the rumor to know? Y'all ever think that we'll get back to where we were when it comes to the racing? Because I love big rim racing. Y'all remember how, like, our first day of school, we used to lay our clothes out on the side of the bed, and we laid our clothes out and our shoes, and we couldn't barely sleep because we couldn't wait to go to school the first day. For me, it was showing off my sneakers, my new outfits. Yeah, and I know I'm not the only one. So if y'all don't wanna co-sign or agree, I understand. But I definitely was like that, and I used to be like that when it came to the races. But like, I've lost the I don't know what it is for me. I've just lost the passion for it, and so many people I know have lost the passion for it. Like, a lot of the girls have lost the passion for it. We don't really go anymore to the shows. Right. The first 3 days was definitely lit. Hey, Smoke. The first 3 days was definitely lit. Nah, listen. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I used to tell my mama and daddy, listen, I cannot repeat now outfit and now shoes for the first 2 weeks. I can't repeat now for the first 2 weeks. So I at least gotta have 2 weeks worth of clothes and shoes. Now more if possible. But for the first 2 weeks, I ain't repeating nothing. Nothing. I ain't putting on now of the same pairs of shoes. I ain't putting on now of the same pairs of pants, now of the same shirt. I ain't doing it. And we ain't have to wear uniforms back then. So I was dead fresh to death every day. Every day. Back then they had boosters too. Big shout out to the boosters. I love y'all. Babe, I love you. You my everything. Come my way. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. This y'all time of the year. If there's any boosters on here, hit my DM. Let me get off that subject because I know how people like to report my life. Let me tell y'all something too. Totally off topic. Somebody reported my page On Friday the 13th, coincidentally, they must have reported my page at the wee hours of the morning, because I wake up and Instagram had took my page. So whichever one of y'all, I do miss the real boosters. Whichever one of y'all reported my page, I pray you ain't on here right now, but you need to heal that hurt. Get that hate out your heart, baby. Because I don't do nothing to nobody. I don't even post anything political. I don't even post anything. Another slushy machine. I be couponing. If I see one, I'll let you know. But like, I don't even talk crazy to nobody in their comments. And so for somebody to report my page and Instagram suspend my page, I was like, really, y'all got to get that hate out your heart. I ain't even done nothing to nobody. That was really ridiculous. I had to go through a lot to try and get my page back. So I'm gonna say this to y'all too. Y'all need to make sure y'all go follow my backup page, because baby, I was fully ready to just let this page go. So y'all make sure y'all go follow my backup page, because ain't no telling, if they reported my page once, they might report it again. So we might not be able to talk on this page. Hopefully we will be able to. Again, for me, the total consensus of the state of the culture is, I'm just praying we can get back to where we were, because baby, for me, it is, the culture is not culturing. But I will say, it's still a lot of good people in the culture. I love y'all. It's a lot of y'all I love. I love, some of y'all is doing big things. I told y'all I'm gonna make a list, right? I did a review of the car jewelry I bought. Oh, you bought from me and Sandman, but never edited it. Okay. Well, hopefully you enjoy the car jewelry. And let me tell y'all something too. We are almost close to having door seals. We're gonna have G-Body door seals. I'm praying we have them before the end of the year, and then in the first quarter of next year, I'm rolling out something really, really big. I don't want to say what it is, because I don't want anybody to feel like they can come swoop under me and take my idea. But when I tell y'all what I'm working on for the first quarter of next year, is going to be epic and monumental. I'm building a team right now. I got 4 guys so far. I am looking for 4 more. Yeah, I got you. A lot of people waiting for door seals. I'm interviewing people and talking to people. The reason I have to do that is because I have to keep my face clean. My face has not been dirty in this thing the whole time that I've been in this car world. I sell car parts. I set up websites. It's a lot that I do in this car culture, and my face has yet to be dirty. So with this next venture, I just can't afford for my face to be dirty. But when I roll out what it is that I'm doing, they might report my page again. So y'all need to make sure y'all go follow my backup page. Also, I'm gonna roll it out when I come back from Barrett Jackson. The dates that I'm gonna be attending Barrett Jackson are January 18th through the 22nd. So I'll be in Scottsdale January 18th through the 22nd. If anybody is still interested in going, make sure you reach out to me, because I have the itinerary. For those of y'all that already are going, I can't wait for us to have a good time. Bought Chevys like nice things. I got you. I'm a surprise the Bought Chevy people. But we also just did the Elko lock knobs. So if anybody has any El Caminos, we just produced the Elko lock knobs. So I got those. And if you haven't seen them, let me show them to you. The Elko lock knobs are really, really pretty. do. But anyway, if you have an El Camino, we just wrapped on the Elco lock knobs. So make sure if you are not following the G-Body Parts Connect page, you go follow it, because them Elco lock knobs are really, really nice. And I've had the result to making sure that I put my watermark on stuff, because people be stealing. Oh, here they are. Oh, you got 3 Elcos? Court, I'm mad with you. We ain't even talking right now. I got them though. I don't know if y'all can see the Elco lock knobs. But anyway, these are the El Camino lock. Shit, y'all might can't see. Oh, there we go. Those are the El Camino lock knobs. They say, hey there, gangster. They say Elco on top of them. And we also have the El Camino door vents as well. So, oh, the other thing is too, I don't know if y'all saw it, but y'all know I got my custom steering wheel. This steering wheel has my logo on it. If y'all haven't seen it, wait till you see it in real life. It's this gonna be a bad motherfucker. I shouldn't curse, because they might try to take my page again. But it's gonna be it's gonna be bad. These are the Elco door vents. We're working on changing the font to the same font as on the, I don't know if y'all can see it. Changing the font to the same font that's on the top of the El Camino lock knobs. So those are the El Camino oh, there it is. Those are the El Camino door vents. And they got El Camino right there. But we're working on putting the same font that's on the Elco lock knobs on there. So we're changing this font, and then we'll have the sets of Elco door vents. I'm not one to tell nobody who could throw a show and who could do what. But you're supposed to be on my show next week. So again, we covered everything that all the racers and promoters had to say about what's going on in the state of the culture when it comes to the races. Yeah, I got El Camino lock knobs and door vents now. So, oh, those door seals should be ready before the end of the year. Fingers crossed. We had, let me see if I can find the prototypes. We had quite a few prototypes. We got them ready, I think. They gotta go to production. And once they go to production, here they are right here. And some of y'all asked about dash plates for, oh, here they are. So this was what we were working on. We were working on, damn, y'all can't see it. This is the door seals, but we were working on the part, I don't know if y'all can see that. The part that attaches to the, can y'all see that? But anyway, those are the door seals. And also the door seals will be where you guys can put your logo or a name on the door seals. So there will be a place for you to be able to put a logo or your name on the door seals. Just let us get them to production. Also, for those of y'all with cutlasses, y'all know we have the no, not cutlasses. Yeah, cutlasses. You know we have the trim for the side of the seat. So we're definitely making new stuff every day and trying to push the envelope forward. Listen, I would love to have a 3D printer, but those things are so expensive. We'll have to talk about that at a later date. But I think I've said all I wanted to say. I gave y'all the opportunity to come on. Now I want to hear next time I do the state of the culture, which will be in the first quarter of next year. Nobody can come on, so I gave y'all the opportunity to come on this time, and nobody came on. So I don't want to hear nobody mouth about not being able to come on and talk, because I gave y'all the opportunity to come on and talk, and nobody came on and talk. So with that being said, I think I pushed. Hey there. I got a question.
All right.
Why you think the show's not doing what they were doing?
Um, I don't think it's a one size fit all situation.
Right.
So, um, I think a lot of it has to do with that's just life, just economics, and the where stuff is there. Um, so I think it's kind of a trickle down effect. So I look at it and go, it's a situation where it's not just hitting the fans, but it's also hitting the racers.
Right.
So, depending on what's being promoted, especially, I'm gonna say shootout wise,
Right.
but that's just my opinion. I don't think two grudge racers are gonna like completely pack a show out. I think people want to come out and see races and not just two races.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what started making it go downhill was people would wait around all day
Mm-hmm.
to maybe see one race. So like shootout wise, as the economy has changed, the pots have got a little smaller.
A lot
And
smaller.
okay, all right, you said it, not me. Um, so the other situation is there's not as many racers showing up to shows.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a situation, which it's in the past now. So like Star Max show,
Mm-hmm.
it should have did numbers in the stand. I understand it like rained some,
Right.
but like I hadn't seen a show that had that many races, and it's not like I feel like I can say this. I feel like Star Max cool enough to understand this. That many races and the fans not even match the races. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like ratio wise. Like usually you go to a race, if you have like 30 races, man, the stands should be packed. Just like I guarantee you, Star Mac had just as many races at his show as you were talking about Palm Beach, DNL versus the World that went stupid.
Right.
I guarantee it was just as many races there. So like I'm going to the shows. It's not as many races out there.
Right.
Not so I feel like the some of it is the money side of it, and then the other part is just plain like promotion, you know.
Right. One of the racers said that I literally talked to each one of the racers and promoters who throw shows, right? And I read when I first got on, I read all of what they said. I didn't say who said what, but I read everything that all of them said. And a few of them did say the economy. You know, we're in real life in a recession.
Fact.
People who had I was talking about this before you came on. I know an old head, right? And he got plenty of money. He said, KP, I still got my money, but I'm not spending it. I am holding on to it.
Right.
So whether people want to admit it or not, and let's just be clear, I was talking to one of my homeboys earlier
They
today.
don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it. It's a silent recession.
Right. I was talking to one of my homeboys today, and he was like, "Oh, I'm still doing good," and woo de woo. Okay, that's fine, but you make $35 an hour, and you're not in a situation where you might have a wife, 4 kids. You got to try to take care. You're not in that situation. So being that's not like me, right? I'm doing pretty good. I don't have kids. It's just me. I don't have a lot of things that a lot of people have,
Right.
but also I'm being very, very, very wise and cautious as well when it comes to the money.
Um,
Hey there, Dula. How you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm listening. We were
What's
just talking. We were just talking about this. I was sitting at Billet, and we were talking about this, right? And 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 if you just look at what's going around, like groceries are up 200% from last year, and for you to sustain the same living style, doesn't matter who you are, but we're talking about just regular people, right? We're not talking about the top 3 to 5%. We're
right?
talking about regular working people, right? Regular working people. For you to sustain the same lifestyle that you were having last year, you have to make anywhere from 20 to 30 grand extra this year.
Right.
Where's
Right.
that?
I went to
Where's
the
that money
store.
coming? Where's that money coming from? People think Trump's in office. He's gonna hand you 30 grand. No, like
Right.
we're never gonna have another PPP run again.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
I went in the store to get bananas the other day. These just bananas. What I paid for bananas last year, this time,
you said it. You said it's bananas.
it
What bananas are?
I started leaving motherfuckers right in the store. I said, Lord, I want these bananas so bad. Man, they
Oh,
wasn't even, think about this, it's only me in my house. I don't have to buy no whole bunch of grub. God forbid you got, God bless the people who got sons. Cause I don't have any sons, but they say boys will eat you out of house and home.
yeah.
Can't even imagine.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like that we're in a recession because uh yeah, hell yeah, because you get to see. I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on, listen, check it out. So, like, even okay, I'm just gonna put it in the dating world, right? Before, when you dated somebody, if I'm doing better than you, you led with money. Like, okay, I
Yeah.
could buy somebody. Now you're gonna have to get to real me. We're gonna have to do shit we had to do in high school. Let's go get these tacos. We're gonna ride around in the car, and we better have a good old time. You hear me? Like, we gonna we'll go to the show. That's a date before people like So it's it's crazy. But
Right.
at the on the other end, like I deal with some of the guys that are in the 3 to 5%, and they live in life like ain't nothing going on. I promise you that.
Right.
I got a customer that just built a house, and it's crazy. He sold his house for 4 million. His new house is 6.5 million, and he built it
Right.
like it's nothing.
Hey man.
The
Say
kitchen,
man. More power.
Yeah, I
the
was about to
kitchen
say
was the
that's management. That's what you call that.
Right.
You
man.
call that.
The kitchen was 160.
I just
I'm like, shit.
moved into a house in downtown Atlanta. Some of the houses over in my neighborhood is stupid.
Listen, guys,
You get what I'm saying?
the man don't even know how to cook. How about that?
That's crazy. He got a chef.
No, he ain't even got that. He eats out. We eat out.
That's crazy. I'm sure there ain't no shortage of women trying to come over there and cook for
He don't want nobody. He got
him.
him.
But here's
Yeah.
but so the shows not even doing what they were gonna do because now people are having to make a decision on actually real life stuff.
Yeah.
People still got bills to pay. People
Yeah.
still got
Not
car
just
notes,
the, not
mortgages, and stuff.
not just the not just the fans, but the racers too.
Mm-hmm.
It's the racers too. Like if
Right,
you look back on it and think about, man, it's the end of the year. The truth gonna be the truth, and that's just what it is.
right.
Look back over this year and then see how cars broke and cars didn't come back out.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like
Hey, hey,
really,
smoke. My car ain't never came out, and it ain't broke.
just look and think like, dang, how many times this person raced this year? How many times that person raced this year? It ain't
Right,
like it used to be.
right,
It ain't like it used to be, man. A car might break, you might not see that car no more the whole year.
right. Yeah, everything
Or,
definitely has to make more sense financially, but Also, one of the racers said, and he's also actually a promoter. He said now people are staying on live all day, showing all the action versus people actually feeling like they gotta come to the race.
That's a true statement too. But on the flip side of that, I feel like you see, it's no telling how many people was live, no guts, no glory, and I feel like they still made all the money they needed to make.
Oh, somebody just told me, did you go to No Guts No Glory? Because somebody was telling me it wasn't packed like it used to be.
I can't be no gopher on that. It looked packed to me.
Okay.
That the stage.
So, but you weren't there. You were.
But I looked at about 3 or 4 different people live, and it was as packed as you would want it. They made their money. I guarantee you they did.
Was it packed as past years, or it was just?
It was packed enough that you couldn't compare it.
Okay.
It was packed enough that you couldn't compare it and be like, oh, it was less. If it was less, it might have been 100 or 200 people less. You can't compare that.
Right.
It was thousands. Yeah, it was thousands there. It was thousands it was enough people in the stands. You know, they put the cover over it. In Orlando, they put the little covering over some of the bleachers.
Right.
It was enough people in the stands. I go, man, there's so many people in there. I wonder when the last time they load tested it to make sure it won't collapse. That's how many people I seen over there.
Man, listen, I be scared of them stands sometimes because I don't want them to collapse, and I'm in them.
Man, if you see me, I'll go sit on the concrete ones rather than the aluminums. Right. But yeah, it wasn't. If it was short, it wasn't that short. I promise you, they made all the money they wanted to make.
Well, I think No Guts No Glory gonna make money regardless because they probably grandfathered in on what they're spending and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Looking at the event and being there is 2 different things.
So I think she said anybody could come on if you was there. I would love to hear that.
Yeah. I talked to somebody who was there. They were there Saturday. I don't know about Sunday or Friday or any of the other days, but they were definitely there Saturday. And this person said it's KP. It really wasn't. And the reason I was interested in hearing that is because the end of the year State of the Culture is really about the shows. Like I was saying this. I don't know if you were on here when I said this, but I literally used to treat those shows like the first day of school. I had on one side of the bed was me sleeping, and on the other side of the bed was my outfit that I was going to wear to the show. Yeah. I was ready. Now, I probably only went to maybe 4 shows this year. Maybe not even 4. I know I went to Larry's show. I went to Mr. Let's Get It show. I went to On Go show. I probably only went to 3, maybe 4 shows this year. And I usually go to a lot of shows.
So not just on the money, but I think I heard you say your lifestyle caused you not to be able to make as many shows.
Well, yeah. So I run my brother's restaurant for him, but I mean, right. I could have went to bat and went to the shows, but I really have lost a lot of I've lost my passion for going to the shows because for so many reasons. Like a lot of the fans said it's the racing, it's the a lot of the guys who I talked to said it's the bickering online. It used to be fun to me. And let's just be clear, I've never owned a race car. I still say I don't have a car only because my car doesn't have oil pressure, and I don't think you can say you got a car when you ain't got no oil pressure. And if it ain't never had oil pressure. So we all know I'm building a car, but if it ain't got no oil pressure, I'm not talking about it, right? But I just don't really have the same. Yeah, she said it right. My morale is down when it comes to it.
I about to say I be the same way. Yeah. I be the same way, and it's like even if you stay on live and watch the shows, it's like if I don't see a bunch of racing, it's like it's hard for me to get into it.
You say you can't let, man, I don't, and I asked the guys, do you ever think it'll get back where it was?
It will. It will.
You think so?
Now, hold on. You can listen to this and chisel it in stone. You can
Okay.
chisel it in stone.
Okay.
I promise you this. It's gonna get back to bigger than it ever was. Okay? But
I
this
pray
the
for
kicker.
it.
This the kicker. They not gonna like who running it. Big Rim Racing will be bigger than it's ever been, but they not gonna like who's running it. Stone.
Okay. We're gonna see. I mean, for me, it never has mattered to me who run it as long as as a fan I'm able to get what I feel like I paid for. Cause let's just be clear, I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan who affords to be able to be blessed to talk to people like you and talk to your two flies and your dunk masters and your boost doctors, and I have literally become friends with you guys. You get what I'm saying? So it never mattered to me who runs it, as long as I can see what I feel like I paid for.
And like I'm just a racer. I just want to stage the race on.
Right. It absolutely, Latoya. For us, it shouldn't be a factor. But what I will say is, I hate that the fans have been able to have I won't say an opinion. I hate that it's come to the point where the opinions are so negative, and we what am I trying to say? It used to be that if you don't have a car or you don't have a vested interest, why the racers and the promoters didn't feel like they had to listen to you. I feel like opinions are like assholes. I also feel like you don't have to listen to them. I've never not once told any of these, because, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I know you know your spark plugs cost $8 a piece, right?
Some of them $10.
Went up.
Yeah, some of them $10, $11 a piece, depending on what number you're running.
Okay. So how many spark plugs you have to have?
I mean, honestly, on a nitrous car, you need at least 16, 8, and then you might have to swap them in between rounds.
Okay, so you need 16 spark plugs, and they cost $10 or $11 each.
On a basic shootout day, they, like, especially like I said, on a nitrous car, they ain't including nitrous, nothing like that. So
why would you listen to what I gotta say if I ain't purchased now spark plug for your car?
Fact.
So this is the part that I can't understand about y'all, right? I've only become relevant in this car. This is my opinion on me, and you correct me if you feel like I'm wrong, and I can take constructive criticism, right? I feel like I only became relevant in this car world because I have my show and I try to put out positivity in the car world, right? There are people that have become relevant and all they put out is negativity, but y'all hold on to it, take from what they say, and even and I've never said this to you personally, but I'm gonna say this to you because this is what I said to all the guys, right? You guys are real life celebrities to some people. I ain't never seen Cardi B get on nobody live. I ain't never seen Gabrielle Union get on nobody live. I ain't never seen Idris Elba get on nobody live, especially if they didn't have my best interest at heart. Their best interest at heart, they ain't even following them.
Right.
Me,
that's another reason I say. That's another reason I say it can be bigger than it's ever been, because once it's put out there, right, it's like it's got the potential to touch so many people with such a closer hand, you know.
Right. I ain't never in my life. Matter of fact, let me just speak for myself. I used to follow 5,500 people. I think I'm down to 3,200 people, because if you ain't got nothing positive to say, if you always on the negativity, if you always listen, how you gonna listen? How you gonna tell me how to have a baby and you ain't never had now? So I don't value what T.I. said. Get a Benz. I value your opinion in. So if you can't tell me, if you're not doing what I'm doing, or you have done what I'm doing, I can take your opinion with a grain of salt. I'm gonna listen, and I'm gonna smile, and my grandma used to tell me all the time, it's nothing wrong with listening. Take what you want from it and throw the rest away. I can't value what you're saying to me, especially if you always on negativity. And some of y'all need to heal that hurt, what y'all got going on. Because some of y'all always stay negative. A lot of it is negativity, and I see it on a daily basis. I can't even follow some of y'all so negative. I can't even follow some of y'all so negative. Some of y'all, and I used to mute y'all, but now I just done started unfollowing y'all. I can't do it. I'm not doing it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all, I feel like some of y'all really just need to get off social media and go lay on somebody's couch. Because it's giving therapy needed. It's definitely giving therapy needed. But, you know, just me as a person. And then it be the grown men for me. Y'all be grown men. And always got an opinion or always got some type of critique on what somebody doing. That's really ludicrous. Hey there, Jamar. That's the most ludicrous thing I be want. Listen, it take everything in me. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Some of y'all be so negative. It take everything in me not to say something. Listen, boy. Listen. These I tell people all the time, being popular on social media is like being rich in Monopoly, baby. It don't equate to not one thing. Now I will say this: you do make a couple dollars, but it ain't even like it used to be. But back in the day, so Instagram used to pay you a lot of money. Now, unless you got millions of followers, you ain't even getting no lot of money now. If you ain't got at least 1,000 followers or more, and these not bought followers, I'm talking about 100,000 or more organic followers, you ain't even making the money you was. I remember my very first paycheck from Instagram back when I hit 10K followers was $1,000. This was only with 10K followers. Jamar, listen, you ain't the only one, but here's the thing. I'm hoping and praying and fingers crossed that it gets back to the way that it used to be. But we definitely need to get some of these people out of here. And I'm no exception. If it gets to the point where I'm negative or I'm causing hurt, harm, or discord in the car world, y'all got every right to get me out of here. Listen, let me pin your comment, because baby, it's some that I did used to follow, but I had to unfollow them, because here's the thing: if it don't make me happy, make me money, or make me better, I'm really not. Hey there, I'm really not trying to follow none of that. I really ain't. I can't do it. And then here's the thing: as grown men, right? We're gonna talk about the men for a second. As grown men, wouldn't you think your homeboys will tell you, "Hey, bro, you like it's giving stand at this point. It's giving you really need to find you something else to do. You really need to maybe back away from it because you being too it's too much." Thank you. But you know what another thing is? Positivity don't sell. Negativity sell. Anytime they online being negative, I can talk all the good, inspirational, positive stuff that I want to. I might have 30, 40, 50 people on the live, right? But if I was on here going back and forth with one of y'all and we was arguing and yelling and cursing, baby, we'll have thousands of people on there. And that's what I think happened to this car culture. As long as we was on here talking positive and big up it and hyping each other, it didn't when everybody started going back and forth and arguing and fighting and cursing each other out, man, you couldn't get all them people off the live. You got to shut it down. Let me tell you something about it being your live. I'm going to tell y'all, if any of y'all been following me from the beginning, right? Yeah, people do tune into BS. If any of y'all been following me since the beginning when I first started doing my show, right? If you go back and look at my first couple of shows, yeah, we did have fun, but we was also respectful. I don't know if people can understand what I'm saying about respectful crap talking, because we wasn't bringing nobody personal business in it. We wasn't bringing nobody family in it. We was talking, we was laughing, we was joking. That's true. But I mean, I think they do, but also we got to understand that all of them, like even the small tire stuff, it didn't, from my understanding, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, small tire started off as like outlaw racing. So it ain't always been what it is. And the small tire, let's just be clear, them small tire guys go back and forth like a mug. If any of y'all ever been on it, Tony Rayford put me on there before. The small tire guys got a morning show. Willie Dog and them be on a morning show. Let me tell you something. You gotta have thick skin to be on that morning show with Willie Dog now. Listen, that shit. I done heard them talk about people on that morning show, and the people is on the line. It'd be 100 people, 100 or more people on that phone call. You gotta have thick skin. But guess what? What they don't do, they ain't on social media. They leave it all on the phone, and it's over. They crap talk and they go back and forth with each other, but that's where they leave it at. They don't get on social media like us and go back and forth. And let me say this, I'm proud of the guys that no longer get on live or get on social media and go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen, it's some of them that they used to get on live and go back and forth, but they don't do it anymore. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your CEO Larrys who don't do that anymore. I'm proud of you. A lot of them guys won't even get on live no more. It's not new, but when it was new, and Small Tire had to get to the point where they are now. I don't even know how long Small Tire been around, but they had to get to the point where they are now. And I'm not disputing the fact that sports need a governing body, but you know, and this is just my opinion. And I said this probably before you got on here. A lot of them guys are used to being the chief where they from. A lot of them from the streets. They ain't never had nobody to tell them what to do. So it's gonna be rough for them to have somebody to tell them what to do, because they gonna always see it as you trying to be their boss. They're not gonna ever see it as something for the greater good. Just like when Dunk Master had that show. And this is just my opinion, because I wasn't I wasn't involved in the show, none of that. You know, my thinking, and this is just me thinking it logically, right? let's say he had that show and I was a person that was on the show, right? I know to play my position and let my personality show. So now when my personality show, they come to me 6 months, 8 months, a year later and say, hey, KP, the fans said they love you as a personality on the show. What you think about a spinoff? Now they're gonna give me a spinoff because my personality, the fans just love my personality so much. That's how, let me think about what show I compared this to the other day. I can't even think of it, but it's like it's a one of them reality shows, and some of the characters, they was able to get their own reality show because their personality, the fans just love them so much. We'll use Jocelyn for example. Jocelyn had her cabaret thing. Now I don't know how good it did, but Jocelyn came from Love and Hip Hop. We all know she came from Love and Hip Hop, but the fans just loved her personality so much she was able to capitalize and get other shows. But that was because she was able to play her position. Now, all that fighting and arguing, that really wasn't for me, but she was able to take that and turn it into something else. The point I'm trying to make is we all got a position to play, and learn how to play your position. It's a saying goes, do what you can until you can do what you want. And I don't think most people understand that. You don't have to, they say a squeaky wheel makes the most noise, right? It's so many squeaky wheels in this car culture that it makes so much noise. I need some earplugs. I don't even want to be around it. It's some people, and I never get on here and say no names, but it's some people in this car culture, I absolutely despise them. I can't stand them. I speak and keep it pushing when I see them. Right. I absolutely despise them. Now, I don't sit around and talk about the fact that I don't like them. I don't do none of that. But in my head, every time I see them, I just want to punch them in their throat. Because they are they are like a fungus in this car world. And the bad part about it is they can't even see that they are a fungus. They can't even see that they toxic. They can't even see. And what's crazy to me is nobody told them. Like all these people around y'all, and nobody ever told y'all that you not right. I want to punch him in the throat so bad, but I, listen. I digress. I just going on and keep it pushing. I see them, and it takes everything in me to not go ham on them because they are really toxic, and they are really a they are a virus in this culture, and they can't even see it. And they be grown men. They can't even see. I'm definitely not finna hit nobody. I done got too old. Auntie, I'm almost 50. I got license to carry. Listen, Latoya. And then the bad part about it is ain't nobody never told them. How you got a whole bunch of homeboys around you and ain't nobody never pulled you to the side and said, hey bro, you should really, you should really chill. Like you doing a lot and you doing too much. And nobody ever told you. Let me tell y'all, let me just say this outside of being in the car world, right? As y'all being grown men, right? Grown men at this big age, right? To a female like me who grew up around my daddy, and still to this day, if you from Jacksonville, Florida, and you know JP, you know my daddy is a real life OG in my city, right? He never had to raise his voice or yell. Listen, my daddy would never get on social media and go back and forth with nobody. He would never get on social media and type in people's comments and say negative and crazy stuff. But when he walked in a room, guess what? He was well respected. Some of y'all are not well respected. You are well respected in this alternate universe that is social media. And I tell y'all all the time, being popular on social media is like being rich in Monopoly. It don't mean nothing. Because now you can buy followers. If I bought followers, I would have way more followers. I hang my head on the fact that I'm never going to buy a follower. Just like I'm never going to buy a blue check. If I get a blue check or a blue star, whatever that shit is, if I get one of them, it's going to be because them folks gave it to me. How that man on that video say, they gave it to me. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I'm not buying now follower. I'm not buying now check. If you ain't take the time to click the follow button now, all right, God bless you. Namaste. Be safe, my guy. Some of y'all really just need to talk to somebody. Like, listen, I'm going to make a list. And I keep saying I'm going to make this list. But when I make this list, I got to be fully prepared for some of y'all to report my page. It's some of y'all on this internet. Everybody know who y'all are, right? So one of them just came on. Numb nuts. He gonna get on and he gonna say como or whatever he say. But I ain't never seen Numb Nuts go back and forth with nobody on the internet. I ain't never seen him. I only think the only thing I ever seen him say was como or something like that. I think that's what he be saying. I ain't never seen that man go back and forth with nobody on the internet. And done met him in real life. Latoya get on here and she be saying positive stuff. And just, it's a few of y'all. I'm trying to get the, it's a few of y'all that all y'all do is speak positivity or get on and speak and keep it pushing. Gangster. He get on and say his little positivity. See what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell that means, but I ain't never seen him go back and forth. Can I translate that? Can you translate that for me? Buenas noches. Thank you. Why? I don't know what the last word is. Whatever that, tell me what that say. But, see what I'm saying? It's some of y'all get on, y'all just stay in the comments and look. Because that's me. Y'all gonna see me. Y'all know what my signature is, right? On this internet. What I'm gonna do. Put these right up here. Y'all gonna know I came in. That's it. I'm gonna laugh and joke. Y'all gonna speak. I'm gonna speak back. And I'm a whole girl. If anything, good evening and blessings. Blessings to you too. You get on the internet and you don't even go. I ain't never seen you go back and forth with nobody. These folks going back and forth in comments. And the other thing is, you got to realize sometimes some people know you in real life. Now you getting punched in the face and you acting like you want to play the victim and you don't know why you getting punched in the face. You getting punched in the face because you be talking crazy to people. I'm from Duval County. Them folks don't play like that. Them folks do not play like that. I'm a girl and I don't play like that. Look, TJ, Avenue Convertibles. TJ is in the Lowrider Hall of Fame. Well, look what he look like getting online arguing with one of you. I'm trying to stop using the N word. What he look like getting online going back and forth with one of y'all? They might try to take his ring back. I'm not in nobody Hall of Fame, but I'm not finna get online and go back and forth with one of y'all. Again, if it don't make me happy, make me better, or make me money, I don't care about it. Janky Fabrications, listen. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. It's gonna be one of these same people we see going back and forth with people, and then when somebody see them in real life, and listen, let me say this because I know how y'all like to report my page to get my page took, right? If you're on here, let me say this. Rising Vibes does not promote violence. Let me say that. Right. Facts. I do not promote violence. Let me just say that again. I do not promote violence. But what I will say is y'all got to realize some of these people know y'all in real life, and when you get punched in the face trying to play the victim, I don't want to hear it. Because I'm going to watch. I ain't going to laugh. I might not laugh. At least I'm not going to laugh where you can see me. But when you get punched in the face, then you want to play the victim. You don't play the victim now. When you was online talking crazy to people, you get what you get. That's why I don't be talking crazy to people. Because if somebody punched me in the face, I got every right to punch them back in the face. But then here's the thing. You can't punch somebody in the face and then tell them they can't shoot you in your pinky toe. I'm just saying. Again, for those, because somebody reported my page. Rising Vibes does not promote violence. I'm telling y'all again, I do not promote violence. I do not promote violence at all. At all. It's peaceful over here. But what I'm telling y'all is, y'all be talking crazy to people. I done seen some of y'all come in and out of this live. Y'all be talking crazy to people. And it's me. I don't want to punch a few of y'all in the face. I have not done it because I'm trying to promote positivity and I don't want to go to jail. No, I don't. I want y'all to know I do not promote violence. These are pens, writing pens. Janky Fabrications. Listen. If I was ever to start saying names of these people, some of y'all know them so well, and I just really want. Let me get off of that subject. Let me get off of that subject because I feel like I'm going down a rabbit hole. Let me say this to y'all. If y'all are not following my backup page, because on Friday the 13th, somebody reported my page and they got my page suspended, and I thought I wasn't going to get my page back. And y'all know I don't do nothing to nobody. So y'all need to go and follow my backup page. It's the same thing. KP is Rising Vibes _2. So y'all need to make sure y'all go follow that backup page because somebody trying to get my page took. And then the other thing is, I have, if y'all going to Barrett-Jackson with us, the dates that I'm going to Barrett-Jackson are January 18th through the 22nd. So we'll be in Scottsdale for 4 days. So if you're going to Barrett-Jackson, we'll be in Scottsdale for 4 days. If you need the information on what airport you're flying to, what hotels we're staying at, how to get your tickets for Barrett-Jackson, y'all let me know. And then I got something really, really big, a big announcement that I'm going to roll out when I come back from Barrett-Jackson. I can't say what it is yet, but the people who are, because I'm putting together a team. The people who are on my team, they are aware of what it is, but they cannot talk about it because they signed NDAs. But we're working on man, Latoya, listen. You know who I think about people like you. Well, I met Gigi before, but I think about people like you when they say, hey, there ain't nobody more supportive than that social media friend you ain't never met in your life. Because baby, you be so supportive. Oh, last thing I want to say before I go, these are the new hoodies. I got hoodies and t-shirts. So if y'all can see it, it says incoming call and it's the money calling. Y'all see it? I got a few hoodies left and I got the t-shirts. So if y'all, damn, I got something on my hoodie. I gotta wash it. But anyway, this is the new, y'all don't mind my spot. I don't know how I got something on my hoodie. But anyway, it's the new hoodie. It's incoming call and the money calling. I got t-shirts and I got hoodies. I think I only got a few hoodies left. But if y'all want to get them, let me know. I still also got some merch, y'all. I got some Rising Vibes t-shirts. I got some No My Car Ain't Ready t-shirts. I got some Hustler's Ambition shirts, and I got some my Mind Dirty but my Kicks Clean shirts. So I got some merch. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up for sale so I can try to get rid of all of that stuff. So we can start over fresh, because I got some new hoodies and t-shirts coming as well. Thank y'all for tuning in to the State of the Culture. I'm praying that we are able to get back to where we were as a culture, because I love this car stuff, and I'm really praying that we're able to get back to where we were. I know a lot of people don't feel like we're going to get back to where we were. I'm praying we do. Oh, I wanted to tell y'all, I will be at Hot Rod Show. Hot Rod Show is February 15th. I think, I'm not sure if we are going to have, I'm not sure if they're going to have the meet and greet that Friday night at the Crab Trap House. But if y'all in town for Hot Rod Show on February 15th, the Crab Trap House is not very far from Hot Shop. So I don't know if we're going to do the meet and greet at Hot Shop, or they're going to do the meet and greet at the Crab Trap House. Either way it goes, if you're in town for that weekend, y'all can come by the restaurant and see us. 3 things before I go. The first thing is, it's the holiday season. Start working on being more grateful. You may not, the sad reality is you may not be where you want to be, but you aren't where you could be. It's a lot of people, it's freezing cold outside and they got to live in tents, or they don't have a warm bed or a warm house or any food to eat. And it's the holiday season. 125 Juice. Oh yeah. That's the ride out, right? Juice Head. So that's in Miami. Juice Head's got a ride out. But none nuts. This is not a car show, it's an actual race. So yeah, the car show people, like Juice got his thing in January 1st. I think Top 5 got something. I think that's MLK weekend. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff starting off the year as far as the car shows. But the first official big rim race of the year is gonna be Hot Rod Race. It's called God dang it, what's Hot Race called? I forget what it's called. Let me see if he posted it. Why can't I think of what that race is called? Why can't I think of? Oh, it's called the Gangster Party. Yeah, Gangster Party. So the Gangster Party 2025 is gonna be February 15th. So I don't see anything on his page about it yet, but he should start. I need to call him and tell him to start posting that race. Thank y'all for tuning in to the end of the year State of the Culture. Again, I'm praying that the culture gets back to what it is, because I used to look forward to seeing y'all at the track. It was some of y'all I just knew I was gonna see at the track. We was gonna eat good, we was gonna laugh and have a good time and fellowship, and just be able to see each other again after not being able to see each other for so long. And that's kind of not where I am with it. I'm praying that I get my passion back for it. But if y'all going to Barrett Jackson with us, again, those dates are January 18th through the 22nd. We'll be in Scottsdale, Arizona. When I come back from Scottsdale, I'm rolling out something super major for the car culture. It's going to be epic. Trust me. I can't talk about it yet because NDA is getting put in place and stuff like that, but I'm rolling out something super dope and super epic. Also, if y'all not following G Body Parts Connect, make sure y'all go follow us. We're about to have those door seals for G Bodies. And we got the new El Camino parts. So if y'all not following that page, make sure y'all go do that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, we all appreciate that. The last thing I want to say is, everybody's always talking about there are no good people in the world. If you can't find a good person, be a good person. And if y'all got people around y'all that aren't good people, tell them stop being not good people. They need to heal that hurt and change their life. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for tuning in to the stage.